Hello and welcome back to The Aaron Show. I'm your host, Aaron, and today we have two very special guests. First up, we have Ernest, who recently released a hardcore rap album entitled Trust No Ho, which is a big career move because in the 90s he was an accomplished writer, writing such hits as Where's My Pie, Living with Alzheimer's, Homicide for Dummies, and Say No to the Needle, the Betsy Ross story. Ernest, what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I grew up on the streets, grew on the wrong side of the tracks. I got into some bad people, got into some bad things.
Yeah.
Anyways, one morning, I found myself in that old familiar alleyway and I picked myself up, cleaned myself off and said, you were built for better things, man.
Yeah.
And so I brought myself to college and started my writing career.
Wow, where'd you go to college?
DeVry.
Oh, okay. Well, I have here that you actually went to rehab. Do you want to tell us about your experience there?
Man, that was one of the toughest experiences of my life, man. It just takes so much from you. You come in with all this baggage, all this luggage, and you set it down, and you come out on the other side clean, man. Wow. Clean as a whistle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now look at me. I'm on one of the best talk shows in the country. Yeah.
Don't flatter me, Ernest.
Nah.
But that's a great story. What'd you do after rehab?
After rehab, I started making and flying model planes with my nephew. Yeah,
that's sweet.
Until he got taken away by CPS, Child Protective Services.
Oh man, that's terrible. How did that affect you? What'd you react?
It made me think about things. I wanted to have my own son, so I got a JDate account. I met these two beautiful women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that go? How'd you?
It was a funny story, man.
Really?
One of them was younger, much younger than the other one, and she wanted me to pluck out all my gray hairs so that I would look less old for her, right? Yeah, she was crazy. And the older one, she wanted me to pluck out all my darker hairs so I would look older for her.
Wow. That's
Anyways,
irony.
I decided to marry the older one, and she had my kids. My kid, light of my life.
Yeah.
And then she went crazy one day, so I kicked her to the curb.
Oh.
And I bribed a judge so that I could have full custody of my son.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Ernest, before you say anything else possibly incriminating, we have another guest with us today, Cindy, who is hot off the heels of her reality TV show career. She just got kicked off of Keeping Up with Dumb Teenagers for being 25. Ladies and gentlemen, Cindy, what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, first I want to shout out to, Beverly Hills. That's my hood. But not really, but yeah. Growing up, I really didn't have the best lifestyle.
Really?
Especially in Beverly Hills, for my 16th birthday, I got a Chevy. Where's the Porsche?
Okay.
I never had Beyonce tickets. I mean, I've seen Drake, I've seen Tyga, you've seen everybody else, but where are my Beyonce tickets?
Right.
And I never had more than one Prada purse. So to me, that's just ugh. So I decided I needed to do better for myself. I need to give myself more opportunities. So I started going on JDate, was looking for a little sugar daddy that can, provide for me and help me out, right?
I get you.
So, I met this older guy and he was too old for me. He had too much gray hair and I was just can you do something about that? And he wasn't for it. So I just moved on from him. That didn't work out. So now I have a basketball boyfriend and we're in something. So.
Okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but to me, it kind of sounds like you two had some similar JDate experiences.
No comment, Aaron.
Yeah, no.
I mean, come on, guys. If you two dated, it's fine. You can.
Whether or not we may or may not have dated in the past is none of your concern, Aaron.
Or he may or may have not couldn't afford all of this.
Look,
so.
you are too expensive, lady.
How can I be too expensive? I mean, is lobster too much for a first date? Is it?
Maybe if you got your own damn job, huh?
I do have a job. I had a show, so that's a job.
Okay. Well, where do you two see yourself in 5 years then?
Recording in the studio.
Working on a family with my boo, maybe.
That's good. No possible relationship between you
No.
two. I understand you're single.
No, sir.
Oh. Okay then. That's fine. Well, I was your host, Aaron, and this was Ernest and Cindy. And that's all the time we have for today. Join us next week for the thrilling conclusion of our story between Goldilocks and all three bears. The paternity test will be here. I was your host, Aaron, and I thought we